Okay, so instead of you watching me change all these colors, I went ahead and did the colors for you. So for the if then, which is in red, that would be that red arrow. And then I have a new calling plan. They use the letter C for that, which would really be a P. And I can text my friends for free. They use the F for that, free. So that's your first premise. If I have a new calling plan, then I can text my friends for free. So that's if C, then F. The second premise just says I can text my friends for free. That is the statement represented by the letter F. Then you have, and I put all that in blue. Then you have that purple line which separates your premises from your conclusion. And the conclusion is I have a new calling plan, which is the letter C. So down at the bottom, symbolically, you would have brackets. You've got these brackets around your two premises, and here's the first premise. Because it is an if then, it goes in parentheses. The second premise is just the F, so you connect them with an and. It is always an and right here that you connect them with. And all of that goes in front of an if then arrow. Because it's if all of these premises, then the conclusion, which is the C. And on the next slide, they went through and did an entire truth table on this one. But if you look at the final column, there is one F. So that means that this thing is not a valid argument. And they call this, here it is, it's called the fallacy of the converse. And so the way you'll see it is you will see a P here and a Q there, and then another Q, and then a P. And that's on that handout, which is right. The fallacy of the converse. It's this one. It's this one here. Whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that. Give me a pen, sorry. It's this one here. Fallacy of the converse. Okay. Now, what's next? Okay, so here is just a slide in the PowerPoint that shows the same thing as my handout. Let's see, what colors did I use? I used, make this a little bigger. Okay, so in my handout, these are the 4 purple ones, which are all valid. And then these, trying to switch colors. Blue, there we go. These are the 2 blue ones, which are the invalid arguments. And again, you'll have this on the test, so you just have to be able to match. You're going to utilize your matching skills. Now, on this one, it asks me to identify the form of the argument and state whether it is valid. If you want to improve your cardiovascular fitness, then take up cross country. So they used I for improve and C, cross country, and it's an if then, so they're connecting the two with an arrow. Then the second statement, I guess I'll just underline these, I guess. If you want to improve your cardiovascular fitness, then take up cross country. That's what that's saying. Then the next one says you take up cross-country skiing, and cross-country skiing is just the letter C. And then you've got the therefore, so that is separating this, and then it's therefore you want to improve your cardiovascular fitness, and that's another I, so I'll just use I for that. This is the fallacy of the converse, which is an invalid argument. Let me try to do a side-by-side here. And the other one is there. The fallacy of the converse. So you can see it's when I'm looking at it over here. Wait, is this all on the same screen? No, it's not. Okay. Boop. There we go. Okay. So I'm seeing if I then C, but I could easily change that to, for every I, I'll put a P, and for every C, I'll put a Q. So it would be, if I then C is now if P then Q. And then the C would be the Q. And then therefore it would be the P. And you can see that over here, that's what this is. If P then Q, and a Q, therefore P. So it's an invalid argument. I don't even have to do a truth table to figure it out because I can already see what it is. So like I said, when I do my math lab examples, I will always use P's and Q's instead of using letters that might represent the words improve or cross country or something. All right, to try to make it easier for you. Let's see, let's go back to full size. There we go. Okay. All right, so here's this one, and yeah, this one is, I can see it. If you sleep through your morning class, then you will be well rested. So you can see they're using, you've got an if and a then, and that's this arrow. That would be this arrow here. And then they're letting you sleep through your morning class, or letting that be S. Then you will be well rested, and they're letting well rested be R. And then they give you another if then. So I'm going to have another if then. And now it says if you are well rested. If you are well rested, that's an R, so R goes here. Then you will do well on your math test. So they used W for doing well on your math test. And then you've got the therefore, and remember that, you know, the therefore, which is really the separation here on this line, that's that line there. And then it says, get the right colors again. Oh, I think it was this one. Then if, you got another if then, if you sleep through your morning class, then, oy vey, that's another if then. And you sleep through your morning class is the letter S. I think that's a different blue, but you get the idea. And then you will do well on your exam. You will do well on your math test. So that's the W again. So that's how they got this. But if you want to make it match the handout, I would let S be P and R be Q. And then there's another R, so that's Q. But then you're onto a W, so that would be R. And then S was a P and W was an R. So if P, then Q, and if Q, then R, therefore, let me just show you. Okay, let's come back over here, doing this side by side. Where is that one? There it is. Okay, see if you can see this. Ah, it's cut out of the picture. Let's see if I can move it. Can you see it now? I don't want to pull that out of the picture. There we go. So this right here is the law of no, damn it. Sorry. The law of syllogism. There it is. Whew. And they match. And there you go. Okay, so next on the agenda is the first My Math Lab example. So I will do those in a separate video. This is really hard to do on a computer, so I hope all this is making sense.